Hello, as always, I hope you are doing extremely well. And if you're new here, welcome, and please do feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you're not new, welcome back. I decided to do a video to introduce the concept of the vibration of gratitude because it is important, because it is undervalued, underutilized, underappreciated, and it has the potential to change your life in every shape and form, to change your reality and the way you experience it. The gratitude vibration, the way I wanted to talk about it today is as a rescue remedy. A rescue remedy is something that you take, however way, whether something that you listen to, something that you ingest, something that you inhale, when you're about to experience a specific situation that is stressful to you. Think of an essential oil that brings you peace if you're feeling anxiety, or if you're a person who struggles with asthma, think of a puffer that you take to prevent an asthmatic attack or to ease the symptoms. The vibration of gratitude is no different. If you are of a spiritual nature, you would have come to understand by now that the world and the universe that we live in responds to your frequency, responds to your vibration that you emit into it every minute of every day. And the law of attraction is one of the major laws of this universe, which we unfortunately very few of us were taught about in any professional manner. And the law of attraction is actually based on vibration. It is not based on words, which is partly where the spiritual community sort of went astray with being positive and always thinking positive things, to the point that they've alienated themselves. Being positive and thinking positive things does not mean that you force yourself, does not mean that you enter fear or you engage fear when you're not thinking about positive things, and to alienate those who you deem and judge as not being positive, and is definitely not based on words. I've actually met people who are obsessed with words. Oh, I have to say this because I don't want to be negative. Oh, I have to say these specific words of this specific phrase. And as they enter, whatever affirmations or whatever meditation that they are engaging in, they are not in a vibration that is in harmony with the words that they are speaking. And such, they are practicing the law of attraction in a very strange, inefficient manner that resembles OCD more than anything. The vibration, your frequency that you emit, that many of us are now able to sense, is not emitted through your words. That's why, if you're aware, you'll be able to notice that you can sense subtle energy, is what I call it, which is when someone is speaking words to you and they are lying, or they are trying to deceive you, or it's just basically non-truths, you'll be able to discern through the vibration that they are emitting that something is just not quite right here. And the universe is the same. You can speak all the positive words in the world. If your thoughts and your emotions and your actions and you as a whole do not align with the words that are coming out of your mouth, then guess what? You're not practicing the law of attraction correctly. So why am I ranting about practicing the law of attraction? Like I said, the law of attraction, bringing nice things into your life, experiencing beautiful things, and living the life that ultimately you desire and you wish for, is probably why you are focused on the law of attraction and are trying to be positive and engage positivity. So what does that again mean? It means that you need to align yourself. You can't be a hate-filled human being like the people on Twitter who have hearts and peace signs and rainbow flags next to their profile names. And if you look at their sorry, I have to bring social media into this. It's the best example going on right now, and it's not just Twitter. All the social media is the same. They have all these beautiful profile pictures and symbols on their profile, and they have all these amazing quotes, and then you go look at the actual tweets, at the actual energy that is being emitted from their profile, and it is nothing but condemnation, hatred, jealousy, I don't even know, bigotry. So you kind of think to yourself, wait a minute, their profile has all these pretty pictures, but yet all their tweets are filled with hatred and name calling and othering. So it's kind of the same. And the way I have been able, because I used to be one of these people, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I used to pretend that I am something that I was hoping that I was, when indeed I unfortunately was not. And we tend to be blind to that. We tend to be blind to the actual energy that we are emitting. So a good practice to begin to engage in is the vibration of gratitude. Finally, I'm starting to talk about, after my long rant, the reason I'm sitting here doing this video. The vibration of gratitude is you sitting down with sincerity, not by forcing yourself, because if you force yourself, guess what? The universe knows, and it will respond to you with an equal vibration. Sit down and teach yourself to list, let's say, 3 things that you are grateful for. Doesn't have to be the first thing you do in the morning, because I know it's hard, but if you can, that's a good practice. Let's say while you're getting your morning coffee or whatever morning routine it is that you do, especially if it involves you looking yourself in the mirror as you list the things with sincerity that you are grateful for. They don't have to be big things. They can be very, very little things. And as you practice this day and night, in the morning when you wake up and before you go to bed, I am grateful for this day. I am grateful for the lessons that I learned today. I am grateful for my ability to sit here and connect with the universe. I am grateful to this breath. I am grateful for my body. I am grateful for the money that is flowing in my life. I am grateful for the amazing people that are in my life. I am grateful for my life. I am grateful for my body. I am grateful for my health. I am grateful for my immune system. I am grateful for my family. I am grateful for everything that is good, that is headed my way. You should eventually reach a point where it's endless. The stream, you don't even need to think. I started doing this about 4 years ago. I hated it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hated sitting down and squeezing my brain to come up with things that I'm grateful for. And I felt that I was not grateful. And I felt that I was forcing myself. And I felt that there was nothing to be grateful for because I was a brat. because I was a brat. And the garbage that was going through my life at that point was a reflection of how bratty and unappreciative I was. And this has led me to a point in my life where I am here telling you that whenever I feel any kind of ungratefulness or anger or negative energy or negative thoughts or negative emotions or discontent, especially with humans, that I sit down immediately and I use the rescue remedy of the vibration of gratitude, because I have come to learn that even the negative things that I perceive that are happening in my life are important, and that there is a lesson in them for me. So I sit down and I don't necessarily thank the universe for the negative experience that I'm going through, but I begin to list with extreme ease and with extreme sincerity and pleasure and nothing but gratefulness in my heart, to the point that I sometimes tear up everything that is positive in my life, and I immediately am able to shift my vibration. And that is how you rescue yourself, not by words, but by actual feeling, by actual aligning with the vibration of gratitude. Or if I'm not driving this point home very well, there is a very, very excellent author of books and someone who is very connected to the universe, who is known as Esther Hicks, or you can find her under the name of Abraham Hicks. Go pick up any of Esther Hicks's books, specifically the one that is Ask and It Is Given. And in that book, or if you don't want to buy a book, you can just simply go search online for Abraham Hicks Emotional Scale. And you'll see that there is an emotional scale for vibration. Whenever you feel like your vibration has dipped down or your frequency is not where you'd like it to be, the most that is negative is despair. Despair, hopelessness, depression, feeling like you're done. That is not a frequency that you should be in for any period of time. And that's when it's nice to introduce the rescue remedy of the vibration of gratitude, which in the beginning will be very, very difficult. I'm not sitting here telling you, oh, it's easy, just do it. It's not. It's hard. You're going to hate yourself and you're going to hate the person that is telling you to do it. And you might even abandon the whole practice until you go back to it again. It has to come from within you. It just must. So maybe, bookmark this video to come back to later. So you elevate your vibration, and there are different steps. But the worst or the lowest I don't want to say worst, the lowest in the scale is the vibration of despair and hopelessness. And the highest in the scale, next to being hopeful and feeling empowered and enthusiastic and trusting in the universe, is gratitude and thankfulness. There is no vibration higher than that. So what is all this talk about vibration? So you've reached that point where you're able to infuse that rescue of the gratitude of vibration into your day, as you wish, as needed. PRN, as the doctors and the medical community say. The rescue remedy of the gratitude vibration, 4 to 6 hours daily, PRN. Do that and sit back and watch how your life is about to shift. You might not necessarily recognize the shift immediately, but I can guarantee you that beautiful things, amazing things, good things will begin to happen, to introduce themselves in your life, be it in the form of people, be it in the form of situations, be it in the form of opportunities, be it in the form of objects, money, many, many things. And again, you might be able to realize it in the beginning, or you might not. But what is there to lose? What is there to lose by training yourself, just like you've been trained? You trained yourself to drink coffee every morning and to go to the gym every whenever, or do a specific hobby once a week, or the same way you have things that you introduced into your life because you enjoyed them, or somebody told you to do them and you had to, or you saw someone do them and you decided to do the same. Do this. Do it and stick to it. There is a reason a lot of the self-help books and a lot of the self-help apps that are out there involve listing things that you are grateful for. In fact, one of the apps that I downloaded was very annoying when I started doing this, and it would pop up at 7 a.m. in the morning, and then it would pop up again at 8 p.m. at night and remind me that I need to list things that I am grateful for. Start that way. Start that way, and even though it will be difficult in the beginning, eventually you will find yourself craving it. Not just craving it, but realizing its importance. I've reached a point where even sitting under the sun, I immediately start engaging gratitude. Yesterday, for example, I got a lot of sun. And I thanked the universe. You can thank whatever entity it is you wish. It doesn't have to be the universe. But the most important thing is to engage the vibration of gratitude. I thanked the universe for the warmth of the sun, the abundance of the sun, my ability to have skin that can enjoy the sun, the birds that were chirping in the background, the fresh air that I was breathing, my ability to breathe that fresh air. And it just continued on and on and on. A practice that was in the beginning was very difficult for me, and I've never felt gratitude for anything, has now become so easy. And I cannot even begin, like I had to stop myself from listing all, because I could sit there for an hour and give thanks to all the beautiful things that are out there. And you will immediately find that beautiful things become attracted to you and start appearing in your life. And that is it. As much as you can, introduce the vibration of gratitude into your day as much as you can. Be easy on yourself in your spiritual practice. You can't force yourself, otherwise it's going to turn into something no different than religion, where you are forced to do things that you don't want and you're going to end up resenting it. Until you eventually see the shifts happening in your life, that's when you begin to crave it. Okay, I want more of this now. I've seen it work. I've seen how the vibration of gratitude changes me from the inside out. So now I'd like to engage in it more frequently, and I'm aligned with this vibration. That's how it works. Any other way, it just won't work. Before I finish this rant about the vibration of gratitude and how important it is for us as a species to begin to introduce it in our daily lives on a personal and hopefully at some point on a collective scale, because we can be very powerful when we do that. I'd like to tell you one thing, and maybe that'll be the topic for my next video, and that is, we are not meant to control everything that is happening in our lives or around us. As hard as it is to believe this, you are not meant to control everything in your life. When you begin to trust the universe, when you begin to trust you, your higher self, your authentic self, which is, by the way, trying to communicate with you right now and communicates with you every day towards your higher path in your life, you will begin to let things be and let go. Along with the vibration of gratitude comes the vibration of trusting the divine unfolding that is your life. Let's end this video here for now. Thank you so much for your time, for your energy. Please feel free to leave a comment, and I will be posting my Patreon link in the description. I'm about to do a throat chakra healing in my Patreon. Have a lovely, lovely day.